So the next challenge, and I think this is something interesting with Celigo, because although Jan mentioned that we support a multitude of different use cases across different lines of business, from lead lifecycle management to employee onboarding or offboarding, we started in the back office with mission critical integrations. And scale wasn't an afterthought, it was a necessity to make sure that our customers can run their businesses. So I just wanted to take a few minutes, and Casey, we'll start with you before we go to Jan. Break down a little bit the importance of scalability when it comes to adopting a platform, and maybe what failure looks like in terms of what it could cost the business if you adopt a platform that doesn't scale with the business.
Yeah, great question. And it kind of gets to Jan's point earlier, where it's, if I think about issues we've seen or challenges organizations have encountered where they can't scale, it's not necessarily like a kind of a big bang, it's more of a snowball where, a customer's online trying to order a product, inventory's not accurate, I try to order this, it's out of stock. Things that I think about, because that negatively impacts like our customers' trust, bad press, lost sales, things like that, where it's, those cascade into, lost revenue, lost trust. That's where the impact, like I said, it's a slow roll, but that picks up speed if we can't scale. Like, for example, if we do a strong marketing event, we get a lot of interest to our website, orders start coming in, I want to be able to serve that customer. And if I don't have an integration solution that can pull from my warehouse management system and tell me what products I have in stock, or tell the customer what products are in stock, that's where you run into challenges. And that's where the business impact, again, it'll start small, but it'll grow. That's where the impact is then felt. Maybe it's not felt today, but 3 months, 6 months, a year, or 2 years from now, as that trust or that negative impact is truly felt, that's when the company will start to feel it.
Yeah.
So again, if we think about, go ahead. Sorry, I cut you off.
No, keep going.
Well, I was going to say, that's where, when we want our organization to shine, like I said, key marketing events or something pops on, on our website or whatever that might be, we need the platform to shine with us as well and be there for us, to support us, to make sure that that customer is best served.
That's a good point. So basically what I'm hearing is scalability culminates into business impact, right?
Correct.
If you're not able to keep up with your leads and follow up with them, if your system crashes on Black Friday, for instance, that's not just a system failure, that's a loss of revenue coming in the door. Those are real dollars and cents. Jan, do you have any thoughts there on maybe what separates platforms that can handle scale and those that might crack under pressure?
Yeah, so let me start by perhaps breaking down what we mean by scalable, which is a term that's used often, right? It can mean reducing latency. It could mean making certain types of workflows and orchestrations be true real time. It can be, typically it's more in line with throughput. Can you handle a spike, a burst, especially during the holiday season, if you're trying to bring in orders, or all of a sudden you might have been to a trade event and you want to do these massive uploads. Look, we're in 2026. In this day and age, crucial for any type of automation platform is just table stakes. We were lucky that when we built our platform back in 2015, we had access to all the modern technology, and we were able to, right from day number one, build what I would call an infinitely scalable platform. And I expect most platforms to be able to have that type of capability, but also give some control to companies to be able to decide how they want to architect things like the number of connections you have to a particular app, concurrency, or how you want to be able to prioritize certain workflows over others, so on and so forth. That becomes really important if you're trying to architect a super scalable system. And by the way, I always say this, typically when customers talk about performance, I always say, look, in the end, if you're moving data around and connecting to different APIs, we add like a nanosecond to every transaction. You're ultimately limited to by how long those APIs take to return. How big is that pipe? Can it be increased? So on and so forth. But I want to come back to what you guys were talking about in terms of the holiday season and Black Friday, Cyber Monday. We have a lot of customers who sell physical goods. They can be manufacturers doing direct-to-consumer, B2B sales, so on and so forth. And we processed tens of millions of records during Black Friday and Cyber Monday. In fact, it extended way beyond that. We've seen that the holiday season starts the week of Thanksgiving and goes all the way up to Christmas. And it's just amazing to see that we were able to do all of this with zero escalations, zero downtime. I personally did all of my shopping online, if I'm being honest. And it was super cool to see orders coming from various different sources, some who happen to be our customers. And as you can imagine, right, you place an order in the holiday season, you want it on time. I don't know about you guys. I'm a kind of a last minute shopper and I have that strict window. And if we are the plumbing that makes a lot of this happen. And that becomes so important so that our customers can really run their business.